everyone is having a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Monday. I guess we should probably get back on, because we did start briefly, didn't we, when the whole FM25 cancellation thing happened. We started another save because we have to, because there's not going to be anything to do for, God knows how long. So we figured we would start a journey save, and we were unemployed from the start, and we'd try and find ourselves a job. We found a job. We did. We found a job in Finland, the second division of Finland, at a club called HIFK. HIFK. And we've gone there, and I'm sure you can imagine how well it's going. So let's go and see, shall we? Right, this is it. This is it, okay? So here we are. Glencore's in. And they've just loaded up the 2007 retro database. Some of the action face packs. It's a thing of beauty. Oh, honestly, the mad scientist, he knows his way around a database, doesn't he? Him and Mr. Tinney, they know exactly what they're doing. They've got some fantastic work. And they've just announced as well they're starting a new database, aren't they? 86, 87, I believe. That is going to be... It's going to be crazy. It's going to be absolutely crazy to see how that looks in the modern era, because of course there wasn't a championship manager in 1986-87, so you know what I mean, mind's blown, head's blown. It's gonna be class. Let's just see how we get on. Ian not doing nothing to do, so I've loaded 144 leagues, started my own journeyman save in Luxembourg, now Malaysia. Love that. Like, I love a journey save, right? I love a journey save, okay? It's one of my favourite saves to do, because all it is telling stories, and you know me, I like to tell a story. I told a story last week. I told a story about promotion, taking it right to the wire, didn't I? And that was the big thing. So we do love a story around here. What is this about an 84 database? So the mad scientist has recently posted out today. In fact, let me find his tweet. I believe I'm definitely sure I did see it. Definitely did see it. I haven't made it up, have I? I haven't made it up. I've 100% seen it. Where is it? Yeah, 86, 87. This is it. Let me copy the link, pop it into the chat here for you, so you can all witness. This is a thing. Did I say 84? Maybe I've said 84. I said something. There's an 87 database. So there you go. That's the link there. And that's what he's doing next, because obviously everyone's got a little bit of time in. As a couple of days ago, I've had my feet up, Brit. I've not been anywhere near my computer for a couple of days. After Friday, I was like, you know what? I need a little bit of time just to not be sat in front of Football Manager, because an entire week's worth of up and down from London and streaming from here and like fully engulfed within Football Manager for another week. It was just like, oh, you know what? Nah, my brain took a bit of a battering. So I needed the computer turned off all weekend, which it was. Didn't touch it, and I've barely been on Twitter either. So I've just kept all that to myself, and I've had a nice time. It's been brilliant. I've just been out seeing, like life and grass and fresh air, and oh my word, I would recommend it. I would absolutely recommend it. There was even part of me tonight going, I don't even know if I stream tonight. Like, a part of me was going, like, you know what? I'm still a bit tired, still a bit catching up on some sleep and stuff. Do I just rest up tonight as well? But then I thought, you know what? I've got a reasonably accessible week this week. Next week's a bit of a shocker. So the schedule's going to be all over the place next week because I'm away with work. But I thought, you know what? I can jump on. I can have a bit of a chat. If we go 3 hours, we go 3 hours. If we go less, we go less. It doesn't really matter. We can just have a bit of catch-up time and a bit of sort of like, say hello and chill out sort of thing. No pressure. Do you know what I mean? Because we don't need any pressure on stuff anymore, do we? We can just muck about and have some fun. So this is HIFK. This is where we've ended up, okay? We've ended up in the second division of Finland. It won't surprise you to know the players we've got and the team we've got aren't very good, but that's where the fun begins. We've started with a 4-4-2, and if I remember correctly, we've been in charge for how many games? Not a lot. We've played 3 games and we haven't won yet. We drew and we lost 2. So we lost 1-0 and we lost 4-0. Classic TJ performances there. But the 4-0 was against second in the league. So that's not, that's not the worst, surely. So obviously we need to do a little bit of work with regards to our formation and stuff, which I'm sure we can work out as we go along. Do we know how far into a journey save Steve is yet? Steve is probably into about season 4 of Steve Sidwell. Steve Sidwell's now 3 seasons in. He's in the Indian Premier League at the minute. He's having a great time. Loves it. Like, do you know what? I genuinely think he will get into this. I believe he will get into this. We're talking to him for the podcast next week, so that's going to be great. Just to have a bit of a catch up, see how he feels, see how he's getting on, and like, because you probably saw it if you'd watched any of it going through, you'd have seen that he was slowly getting more and more into it. Like, he was definitely getting into it, and that was cool to see. It was really cool to see. So yeah, very, very happy to see he's now part of it. So you'll notice as well, there was a few things that I did do that I wouldn't normally do myself, and that was things like, having to use not necessarily but almost plug and play tactics at one point. I mean, the Clates tactic is pretty much a plug and player, and there was like, some little tweaky exploits and stuff we were doing, which was sort of like, double rolls and like sort of telling players like, oh, come on, you're doing great, and things that I don't normally tend to do to people, but it all worked. We had to pull every little stop out, didn't we, to get what we needed to get, and I'm glad it worked. I'm so glad it worked. It was great fun. I had such a laugh doing it, and I think it came across on screen. I'm pretty sure that everyone could see how much fun we were having. So as I say, this team, we don't know a great deal about this team so much, so we are trying to build them as we go through. Let's try and re-familiarise ourselves with some of the players, because, as I say, we were there for like, 3 matches, and that's all we had. So Steve Sidwell's going to start streaming. Steve stream well. I think he will. I think he might do. I think he's got the bug. I do think he's got the bug. So this is us then. We are currently in the 2nd division of Finland. No rules in the Journey Person Save. We'll just go and see what happens. We're going to go all over the place, and we'll see where we end up. So I'm not sat going, we're going to win, a Pentagon, or we're going to win a Champions League, or whatever, because, why would I make such outlandish statements that I clearly can't stick to? So there will be some stuff that we're going to try and tweak a little bit, and we'll work out, how we can do a bit better. But I'm the next Graham Potter. I could be. You never know. I could be. We'll see how that works, shall we? So if we distribute that to our target player, there's 31. There's our target. No, it's number 9. What's the target lad? Distribute to him. So we want him to take the brunt of the action. So let's talk through then what's been happening, who's enjoying what. Has anyone started a new save since the whole 25 debacle, or have we just given up? We play new games. We will be doing new games, by the way, on the channel. We 100% doing new games. I'm not just doing Football Manager. Obviously, we started with City Skylines a few weeks back, so Skylines will continue. We're going to keep doing that. And then if there's some other games that come up that look like they might be quite interesting, we'll have a little go on them as well. Just to mix stuff up, do you know what I mean? We might as well, because we've got quite a bit of time to kill between games, and yeah, why not? There's also one thing I have seen. Now this is, let me see if I've got the right. Can I pop this onto this screen for you? Can you see it? Right, let me check. There, right, okay, look at this. So this is actually HIFK as a club, right? I've done a bit of looking at them just literally as we were loading this stream up tonight. And HIFK are a supporter-owned club. Of course they are. We didn't even know this, but it appears as though we've stumbled ourselves into a nice club. A nice club. So there is a... So here, how does the community design work? Well, they've got an ownership... No more than 10% maximum ownership for one individual. One share gets you voter rights. You can have stock of 1,000 shares. The price of one share is €50, so that's not too expensive. What do I get as an access as a shareholder? Well, the right to vote. You get discounts, you get a season ticket, newsletters and other benefits, which are all really lovely. How does the club work? Well, basic operating income, expense of the representative team. Company funds can be used by the decision of shareholders to develop the junior football and further develop the club's business. Perseverance and thrift are emphasised in financial management. Thrift, everybody, thrift. That's what we like. Transparency, communication, lovely. So that's really nice. I like that. So I had a bit of a read of that. And then I also liked this bit as well, which was here. Become an affiliate. So these are the Instagram followers. These are obviously what we're doing. So are we interested in working with HIFK? They give you their commercial packages on price, and not many clubs do that, to be honest. €1,000 to get your logo out there, €2,000 to get your logo on the website. You sponsor a player. I mean, it's all pretty cool, isn't it? I like the fact that it's a supporter-owned club as well. Yeah, I'm also feeling a little bit. I'm not a Man United fan, but I do like the red, white, and black colour scheme. That looks pretty decent for me. I'm happy with that. Next match against Mad Max. Now that's surely Mad Max is a film, but also look at this guy. Like here, this is Peltola. I mean, that is a haircut and a half. That is page 1 of your website. Get him on there. Yeah, 100%. 100%. Obviously, male team, female team, futsal, juniors. Yeah. Happy with that. What's the community look like? That's what the bit we've just been on there. So yeah, no, I just thought it was interesting just to have that play Mad Max at the Thunderdome. yeah, Tina Turner's going to be the special guest mascot. I was going to say special guest referee, but then figured that was a little bit too WWE, wasn't it? A little bit. So a hell of a journey from Finland to Australia to play Mad Max. That's why they want financial frugality. Is it frugality? Is frugality a word? I feel like it should be. But yeah, that's why they're sort of saying we need to tighten the purse strings a little bit because we're off to Australia. Right. We will, of course, have players leaving the club as well, which is a bit concerning, given the fact we don't know how good any of these players are. And I think some players are going to leave as the transfer window opens. So we're going literally straight into, oh dear, everyone's gone. Jon Poulsen maybe is an option for head of youth. Oh, he's unambitious. We don't want him. Alexei Rokhaninin. He's got that blotchy thing, and he. Mungo Killer, hello pal, how are we? Working with youngsters. Ronnie Coley, 20, but then 8 for judging ability and player ability. Yari Lindstrom, again, 20s, but also it's 19, sorry, but also not great for judging. The internet says frugality is a word. There's a t-shirt slogan, Rougeau, isn't it? The internet says frugality is a word. Get that on a t-shirt. Definitely do it. Definitely. Can we also do a quick check on the old Sunderland score as well, please? Because I last heard we were a goal up against Leeds United, who, I mean, that's a huge match. It's a massive game. Still 1-0. How are the lads? If we can win that, then, oh my word, we can bottle getting promoted. Don't you worry about that. We can bottle. We asked 100% if frugality is a word. Our survey says ding. Yes. Love that. Love that. It's very rare that this early on in the stream I've said a word that is correct. But yeah, well, there we are. We've managed to make it happen. We are 3 days away from our next game against Ekanos. Have we signed Plange in Finland yet? Hello, Clates. How are you, my friend? Welcome. Clates, by the way, if you weren't in on Thursday, my word, Clates did a tactical overhaul and a half of that Newport County side that were really struggling. really struggling. And that's when the magic began. I think, did we work it out? Was it like 10 wins out of 11? Because obviously we had to draw the one game that we said we just need 1 point, and we figured we'd then get just 1 point for drama reasons. But Clay, no, appreciate all that work, buddy. It was fantastic getting the drama to unfold from where we did. And honestly, like Thursday, that just ramped everything up, and Friday was immense. It was so much fun. We've been here for one stream, because we started this just before the Newport. It sort of crossed over with the Newport really. It was when FM25 was cancelled. This is what we've got in Finland, and guess what, Clits? I've not learnt from the problems that I had previously. So this is my starter tactic. I've been here 3 games, and I'm working with what I've got. This is my starter tactic. And I'm not sure that control possession is the best way to go. Personally, I figure counter-attack is the way to go. But, I mean, we did see the other day that sometimes offense is the best defense, right? In fact, 99 times out of 100 on Football Manager, offense is the best kind of defense, because there's no such thing as defense, really, is there? Hideyoshi over on YouTube. Hello, Tony. I'm new to your world. Loving the content. Hideyoshi, welcome in, my friend. You make sure you drop a follow on that then, because we'll be hopefully seeing more of you. You'll certainly be seeing more of us. We're here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday on Football Manager, and we do Sundays or something different Sundays, where we're going to be doing City Skylines normally on Sundays, but we might play some other things as well, depending upon what the people want. Always attacking FM. I know it feels so natural to me, Clates. I'm a Sunderland fan. I'm not used to gung ho. I'm not used to nice things. I'm used to just sitting and trying to not lose. that's how I look at it. And the fans here, the fans want direct football. They want high tempo pressing football. So I guess in that sense, then we take that control possession out. I don't want to go gegenpress, really. I think route 1 might be the way. Let's go route 1. Let's go direct, and let's get that press on, shall we? So we want to press high, and then we want to really try and close down their goalkeeper as well. I feel like that might be a way of doing it. Potentially. And just launching it, because I don't think we've got footballers who are happy. I mean, look at this guy. Vision of 10, passing of 11. Okay, maybe he's a decent player for us. Our playmaker has vision of 8 and passing of 12. He's our playmaker. It's not great, is it? It's not great. Yeah. So we've got a lot of support duty in the midfield, and then target forward up top, who we're hoping is going to be the one who's just kind of aim it for him. He's gonna get the knockdowns, surely. Evening into the Fox. What's the story with this tip? At the minute, we haven't written the story, Fox. We're starting the story. You're here just as the opening credits have finished on the film. We spent one stream in the job centre trying to find out what jobs are available, and we have come to the 2nd division in Finland with a club called HIFK, and they are an amateur club, because of course they are. It's classic TJ management. They're an amateur club. They have no transfer budget. They have no wage budget. We're probably going to lose some players in the transfer window that opens in a couple of days' time. And yeah, we just see what happens, to be honest. We see what happens. We've got no coaching badges for those people who are instantly going to ask us about badges. And we have no experience, because we figured we'd make it as true to life as we possibly could. So that's what we've got. That's what the save is. The save will be whatever it's going to be. There'll be some stories told as we go through. Is there an end goal? Who knows? We'll do it until FM20 whatever comes out, and then we'll see what happens from there. Because this is what I think is going to be the best way for me to play the game. No pressure. See whatever happens. Bounce around. And yeah, have some fun. Have some fun with it, because I got to the point, remember I was saying I got to the point when I felt like I was just putting myself under too much pressure to actually do stuff, and I was like, maybe I just need to just have fun with this sort of thing. There's always a budget if you're creative enough. Oh, we saw, didn't we, Clates? The budgets can be stretched at this point. And yeah, we will certainly be trying to do that with this team as well. My manager attributes are like this. They're not great, are they? They're not fantastic. I have some technicals. I have some set pieces. I have some people management, some motivating, and some adaptability, because I figure if we're going to be moving around quite a bit, adaptability is going to be quite useful for me. So that was my thinking there. But yeah, no reputation. We have... Fine, we've lost 2 of our opening 3 games and drawn 1. We lost 4-0 to the second place team, but that's not a problem. We're just getting used to everybody, and everyone's, finding their feet at this moment in time. And as am I. So I'm very much looking forward to seeing what we can do. Whether we stay at HIFK or not, for as long as we stay, I don't know. We'll wait and see. We've just found out that they're a community-run club and that their shareholders are basically open to anybody. So we could become a shareholder of HIFK. If this save goes well, I'm just saying I'm happy to put my money into shares. I mean, that could be a thing. But we obviously have to wait and see how this save develops first of all. Because at the minute, we might not even be at HIFK by the end of the week. So let's not put too much emphasis on this. I've not put any shares into Newport just yet. But I've drank a large amount of Jameson's. So there is that. Responsibly, of course. But yeah, I hope everyone who won prizes has enjoyed their prize as well. I hope they've been delivered or turned up as well. Thank you very much for that. And thank you as well for everyone who dropped in and said nice things about the streams. And Steve, as we say there earlier on, Steve is 100% bought into it. He's 100% bought in. He was like a kid. I think he's never played Football Manager before, but I reckon he's in there now. I reckon he's in the trenches, scouting. And we are recording him. He's going to be on the podcast this week. So there's no podcast coming out on Thursday because a 1-0. That's fine. I'll take 1-0. No podcast this week because, like I said, I've had my feet up all weekend. Sai's getting corrective laser eye surgery. I don't know if he's mentioned that or not, but I can tell you that now. That's what he's having. He's getting super laser eyes. And yes, we haven't actually worked out any sort of time this weekend for recording. Plus, of course, everything was all jiggled about for the cancellation of FM25. So episodes came out at the wrong time. So we'll be back to a proper schedule in the next week or so. Will it be still there by the end of the stream or by the? Yeah, you know what? That's a fair question to ask. That is a fair question to ask. Yeah, I wish it wasn't true, but yeah, it is a possibility. It absolutely is a possibility. Hope so, Ian. That's the best I can say. Is I hope so. It's all I can ever say, really, in these sorts of situations, isn't it? So you've got Hipponen is going to go up top as our loanee striker, I reckon. Is he? No, apparently not. Apparently he isn't. Tukanainen. Where's Tukanainen sitting? Because he's leaving on a free. Where's he going? Oh, in November. Right, okay. Well, we need him in. Destiny. I'm guessing I've missed a bit. Not really, Dan. This is what we did when we had to wait out for the FM25 announcement. So when FM25 was cancelled and we held off the Jameson stream one night, this is what we did in place of it. So we set up this new journey save that we're going to be doing because we need to have something, don't we, between now and whenever. So we set this up, and this is our I guess this is what we're going to be doing for the rest of for the rest of time, for now, to be honest. So, yeah, it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to it because we get to muck about a little bit. There's no pressure on it. Revenge. Yeah, no pressure, and if it doesn't work out, we move to another club. It doesn't matter. It's all going to be fine. Revenge, exactly, Clayt. Maybe that we needed a revenge emote, I think, now, possibly. Because revenge was a thing that we absolutely ate on, didn't it? That was part of our diet, was revenge. So, revenge is a dish best served either warmed up because it was meal prepped, or cold because it was meal prepped. Oh, God's sake! 2 minutes in, we're already conceded a goal. Where are Ekanash in the league? Are they flying high? Oh, they're the top team, right? Okay. Revenge served by MGP. Yes, it is that. We haven't done corners or anything or set pieces. We haven't done the sneaky set piece set up. But yeah, we are a goal down already to the league leaders. And here comes the second. It's a set piece as well. We probably do need to change those set pieces up. Well held. Let's do that now, shall we? Problem is, we haven't saved it, have we? So he goes to the... See if I can remember this. So he goes to the near centre. He goes to the centre. Is that right? And then we have someone from them two a player mark. That's good. That's defending. Attacking, we have near post. Lurk near post, I believe. Oh no! You want two attacking near, don't we? Is that right? And then we want essentially the same, but far post. And then the next one's going to be the same, but in swingers. Yeah. Oh, confirm changes. There we go. Done. Right. Let's see if that helps. It's not really working well with having the football yet. Let's see. I'm sure we can do something, right? It's a long-term project, this HIFK thing. Nicely intercepted. Oh, look at that little back heel. You know, a little bit of swagger about the players, even though they're 1-0 down to the league leaders and we haven't won in 4 games. Over the top. Oh! There we go. Antti Ulmanen. Tell your auntie about that one. Brilliant football. Superb. Everton's new stadium says, Hideyoshi says, Everton's new stadium had its first outing tonight. Not sure if I'm aware. 10,000 fans invited for an under-18s game. I was not aware. I was not aware about that, to be honest. But that's fantastic. Hopefully hopefully it all went swimmingly. It looks alright though. Everything's the same. It looks alright. That's Route 1 Big Sam would enjoy. I mean, my inner Peter Reid is feeling very, very happy around about now. That's okay, that's over the top. Well, keeper saved it, apparently. It's been an interesting opening half hour. Nodded away, well done. Evening, Harry, how are you, buddy? Welcome in. How's your head after Friday? I bet you must have been happy with that promotion party. How's everyone at Newport? Has the town heard the news yet? I would imagine that we were in the paper. I would hope we're in the paper. Crazy Dave, have I tried the new match mod Zealand was talking about yet? No, I haven't. I've not had my computer on all weekend, to be honest. I've had it switched off. But I have seen that people have been looking at it, and I haven't even seen Zealand's video yet. I've unplugged from everything. But I'm aware of it, so I'll have a watch of it this week and see what's what. So it'll be interesting to find out what it looks like. Turkey's a place to manage. Oh, you know what? I love managing in Turkey. It's so much fun. I had a cracking part in my last journey save. I was at Bursaspor and then Fenerbahce, and I loved it. I really loved it. Really loved it. And I was like, I'd be tempted to go back and manage in Turkey again, but yeah, Bursaspor are just a little bit too low now, and it makes the save really quite tricky. When's the open top bus parade in Newport? I'd imagine it's a couple of weeks, Dan. I would imagine it's a couple of weeks, because, like, why would it not be? We were superb. We gave them everything. Literally everything we could have imagined. It looks fairly good. What does it do? What does it do, Dave? Give me a bit of a high level synopsis as to what it does. Because, like I say, I've not seen the video yet. I've heard briefly of it, but that's as much as it is. I know nothing else about it. Did we get promoted? We did, Dave. We did. We did it the hard way. We went on a bad run, and Clates, who's in the chat tonight, has come and joined us, was incredible at fixing everything. And then we went on an incredible run where we just couldn't stop winning. Got to the point where we needed 1 point to secure ourselves in the playoffs. We got that point with myself and Steve, and then myself and Steve romped out on the playoffs and won at Wembley. So yes, we did get promoted, and in spectacular fashion. And oh my word, it was so much fun. So much fun. The VOD is still available if you want to have a watch of it. And we're busy putting together a highlight reel, essentially, like an edited episode, which again should look pretty class. So there's one that's just of each episode with Steve, and then there's one that's going to be like a collection with all the other creators that jumped in and helped out. It's like, oh no. Oh, he's missed it. Ooh, we got lucky there, didn't we? Hang on, we need some fresh legs, I think, at this point. We got Heinen in. He's a right wing back. Well, actually, Hermione's not looking great. 6'8", 6'6". Finas. Oh, there we go. Finas can go on. The issue is possibly this centre back though. Is that the one that's just been done? Is it? He was the one with the yellow card, wasn't he? So it might be him. So pop him out, and then a Dozo on the left. Yeah, him. Right, let's try that. From what I can tell, the match engine mod just changes the animations. I can't change it. See it changing the underlying engine. Right, okay. So is it like essentially like a layer on top, really, in that sense? I'm trying to sort of like think about it in the most simplistic terms possible so that I can understand it, because yeah, I can't imagine that you're able to construct a brand new game. That would be wild, right? And also that would be a complete waste of time for a game that's not actually going to be used anymore. Hope that doesn't dismiss their work, of course, but it sounds incredible. Let's praise them, because they are playing well against the top team, but they're not happy about it. Of course they're not. Oh, well intercepted. Look at this. Tukanainen back inside. Oh, down the line, here's Tukanainen. Have we got anyone in the middle, maybe? Yes, we have. Oh, corner. Not sure what it's meant to do. Create more goals, more passes He says quicker about decision making and stuff like that. Trying to see it for myself. Interesting. Interesting. As I say, I've only heard of it, and that's literally all I know of it, is that it exists. But what it is that it does, I've got no idea. That's a terrible header. Lulu Booster Evening Super Streamer. I really enjoyed last week. Well done to everyone involved. Special thanks to Clates, who's in the chat tonight, for actually saving the whole thing. He did. He definitely saved the whole thing. Without Clates, there would be no playoffs. There would be no promotion. There would just be a Steve Sidwell and Tony Jameson shaped hole in the office that had been sacked. So yeah, thank you for that. Thank you for that, Clates. You definitely made it a thing. Credit to Parv. Yeah, Parv smashed it with the tactic itself. Glenn says, in Zealand's video, some things look smoother. First touches of the ball, you saw the ball bounce while getting to another player. Oh, I mean, right, okay, can I be slightly disparaging it? Does that, like, I don't really know if I need that. like it sounds interesting, but I'm also a bit like, nah. Ref, offside, please. Oh, come off it. That's not fair. Are we not even bothering marking? Oh. Well, you know what? I've seen a lot from this team that I like. So I'm not going to criticise that final bit there too badly. But 6 minutes time added on. We're in 98 minutes now. I can't help but feel that we've tried our best. Look at that. 11 shots. 7 on target. 31% possession. Okay, we didn't really have much of the ball. But you know what? We gave it our best. And they were happy with that. Network save with Clates one day. Maybe we'll have to have a conversation about that. A few people have asked about network saves recently. I think that it's a possible now, isn't it? Given the time between, now and whatever comes next, I think people are going to start looking at alternate options for things to do. And, maybe things like network saves do become a possibility going forward. And it's always going to come down to scheduling and who's available for when and the commitment level required for something like that. But I think now more conversations can happen than they probably could have done before, if that makes sense. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see what does happen. I think we watch this space, I suppose, really is the is the main thing, right? Because who knows? Who knows? Who knew that morale could team bonding could give us morale? That's the thing. Team bonding gets us promoted, doesn't it? Leeds 1, Sunderland 1. 90 plus 4. Well, if there's 90 plus 4, judging by this game, there's still another 19 minutes left. Not bitter at all. Believe that the decision was correct. That was a question I had. Which streamer did you learn the most from? I learned the most. Well, you know what? I learned a lot from each individual one. And that might sound like a cop-out answer, but Lelujo basically reminded me that the game does tell you exactly what to do. And he reminded me to just leave things alone, which I can be sometimes guilty of, maybe pressing a few too many buttons. And especially when things aren't going well, I feel like you have to start pressing buttons to make it look like you're doing something, especially when you're streaming. I feel it's though when you're sat watching and I'm not pressing any buttons, that there are a percentage of viewers who look and go, why is he not doing anything? He can't just sit and do nothing. So there's that. right? So I learnt a little bit of that from Lelujo, which I knew. The game does give you all these little hints, and we've mentioned it before about if you don't know what you do, there is little hints and tips all over the place. But then it's remembering and implementing that yourself, right? 2-1 leads. Honestly, man, Sunderland just keep doing this, don't they? Last minute goals. We can't see things out. It's fine because as I've said a million times, I don't want to be in the Premier League, so this actually works out quite nice for me. They'll be happy about that because they lost in the last minute at our place, didn't they? When Melier did that ridiculous not catch moment. So that's fine. So we'll just it's not a problem. So I learned that from Lelujo, which was great. And then from Zealand, I just loved watching how he worked and his view on like how tactics are put together and players are put together and combinations, and it was great to watch that sort of like deconstruction of a team that he never saw before. Like, he's never seen a thing, and he just went, right, here's how we do this, and this is what we're going to make. And you could see that there was a thought process behind it, and I thought that's brilliant. To watch that was great. And also he managed to get a 4-4-2 diamond, which I love, a 4-4-2 diamond, and it was long balls, and it was like, yeah, cool. That spoke to me a lot. And then Clayton's reminded me very quickly that sometimes you just have to play the game. You just have to play the video game that is sat in front of you. And I am such a bugger at that. I don't do that. I don't do that. You know that I just play I try and play it as real life as possible, as realistic as possible. And more often than not on this game, you just have to do what the game wants you to do. So it is double roles. It is those little things like, giving players a rest, doing the team bonding, going and praising them. All the stuff that I don't do. That's what, again, it reminded me that that's what you have to do. Yeah. I learned from Clayton that a properly motivated team of average players can perform. Yeah. All about finding the little extra 1%, the extra 2% that you need to win stuff. And my word, we got an absolute tune out of nobodies. And that was incredible to watch. Absolutely incredible to watch. I also really loved seeing how you can manipulate the contracts with both Clates and Zealand. Unbelievable. Some of the work that they managed to do to get players' contracts sorted. I've never seen so many clauses in my life. What were people calling it? More clauses than a Santa convention? Yeah. Agree with that. There was a lot going on, wasn't there? And yeah, it was exceptional to see. So again, stuff that I've never seen happen before. Yeah. I loved it. I thought it was great. I also as well panicked so much when when FFP came in as well. It was just like, uh-oh, Kev telling you off for giving a 35-year-old a three-year deal. Yeah, I mean, look, we all play the game differently, right? Don't we? Matt Blade, 19 months, my friend. Thank you very much for that. Very kind indeed. Hope you're well. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate that support. Yeah, you've got to be a little bit concerned when you do things like that. 7 seconds to go. Hey, look, Rich, as I said to people earlier on, literally just before you've jumped in here, look, we did it to them. And and now let's call it even, right? Let's call it even. But and it also as well helps. It means that we're not going to get promoted now, which is great. We don't want to get promoted. Yeah, that's silly. Far too much pressure if we get promoted. Let's have another season in the championship, right? It'll be great. it'll be also like, given as well. Looking at how ridiculous everything is going to get in the Premier League with those new, with the new contesting of was it the sponsorship rules that Man City have sort of come out successfully against. I think we probably might need to just avoid it for another year. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, let's not bother going. Bit of karma. Yeah, bit of karma's fine. Don't worry. Not a problem. Right, I've offered some contracts to these players. I want to delay them just for a second, though, because although they're free, we're going to lose players if we don't go up. Bellingham with Lafay. Well, yeah, that's fine. That's totally fine. But we'll think of the money that we'll get. I mean, if anything, we're saving 20 million if Lafay if we don't go up, because I think that's the agreed fee, isn't it? That we pay 20 million if he goes up. So fine. We've locked Isidore down. That's the important one. We've paid him and we locked him down. Bellingham, I think we kind of all realise he's probably going this summer anyway. Maybe. But, you know, it's fine. It's fine. You know what? I'd rather be in our position than other clubs, should we say? You know. And do you know what the nice thing now is? And again, this is maybe going to sound ridiculous, but at least now we've got sellable players. And I know that's not really the way that everybody likes to think about football, but we have now, because normally, we used to have players who just were so bad that we wouldn't be able to do anything with them, and they'd be costing us an absolute fortune. So, you know, your Jack Rodwells and your, you know, I'm going to say it, like, you know, even John O'Shea, you couldn't really get him moved out pretty well. You know, he was quite expensive. So, look, we'll take the hit. We'll move on. It'll be fine. Defence needs sorted. Yeah, probably. Yeah. Yeah, but it's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world. You know, there are bigger problems than whether or not we get promoted this season or not. Yeah. We used to buy them pricey and couldn't get rid of them. Exactly. Is that, oh, they haven't saved, have they? Attack near post. That's got to go as an in swinger probably, and then we'll do the same again. Here, far post. Mark keeper. And then again, do that as an outswinger. Mark centre, Mark near. Yeah, cool. Lovely. Right, there we go. Back in again. Premier League's corrupt. Yeah, exactly. We don't want to be part of the Premier League and it's nonsense, so let's go without it. Let's let them have their own little, you know, illegal betting syndicate title or whatever it is they're going to play for. I don't know. A whole load of nonsense. Still talking about that match engine. It makes animations you rarely see in the game come to fruition more. In relation to the mods thing that Zealand has highlighted. Yeah, okay. I mean, yeah, not really something I'll probably get into myself. I'll have a watch of the video. I'll have a look at Zealand's video and see what it looks like. But I can't imagine it's something I'm going to bother with, personally. I didn't bother with face packs, so you know I'm not going to bother about extra extra little bits and pieces, am I? So, KPV. Where are KPV? Against our HIFKs. Matt Blade having the same boat. Take the money and write off next season. Yeah. Oh, okay, right. KPV are just beneath us. We need to win this match. So do we go from balance to positive, possibly? I think Clayton will be shouting. We go attacking. And that really doesn't sit right with me. This is a match we have to win. Well accepted. We are playing a debutant right back and a centre-back's back in after suspension. Oh dear. So that's not good. That's not a good start. Okay. So demand a bit more, I think. Let's go a bit more positive, shall we? Does this league go into a playoff section? Yes, it does. Yes, it does. I don't think there's a relegation section though, because I don't think you can get relegated from this league. So, and I mean, technically as well, we're okay. We did join this team 11 games into the season as well, by the way. So don't start thinking, oh, look at this. This is classic TJ. This is all his fault. Not true. Not true. Right? Yeah, splits in half. Okay, it's a proper unemployed save. So we start and we just take on a team wherever they are, wherever they lie, and we go from there. So we're gonna see some fun, we think, in this save. Tiernan launches it. It's the pressing that's off, in it. It's the fact we're trying to press that's not really working. Now it's 2-0. Now we're 2-0 down. Right, so we could raise our game against the top team, but not against the team below us. That sounds about right. Look how much space they've got. Sloppy. We've not even had a shot yet. What are we playing at? Good cross, good save. At least there's something. Send for Job, that's what we need to do. Get Super Job out. Let's come in. We've got it back. Lost it again. That's not good enough. Okay, we can get something better in the second half though. I do believe in that. Let's pass the ball into space. Let's go wider. I'm tempted to think that we need to stay narrower, but I'm going to go wider because I'm like, oh, let's make the pitch bigger. Might not be the right idea. Keepers come flapping for it. Palace hits it over the top though. Nice intercepted. Oh, just over the top again. Right, okay, so that's better, but well, certainly more giving us something to work with. Right, we can salvage a draw. They're not interested, are they? Again, there you go. Remember, tell them they're not doing very well. That's also the other thing that Clayton has suggested. Remind them that they're not actually any good at what they do. Right, good tackle, but not good enough. Do we move our wingers up now, I reckon, possibly? Seems like an obvious thing now, doesn't it? Wing back on support as well on the left. Right, here we go, 3-0. No, keeper's claimed it, that'll do. Malolo's looking tired. In the centre. So I have to bring him off. Looking for the big man. Oh, he's rolled him. Yes! There we go. Uleman. Who midfielders should not touch the ball. That's the agreement, right? Look at this. Rolls him nicely. Backs into the centre-back. Makes him make the error. One touch. Bang. That's what we want. Let's go attacking. Encourage. Coming through. Oh, hang on. Maybe shouldn't have gone attacking. I think that's maybe a bad idea. Let's bring Malolo off because he's not having a great time. And let's bring Palace off as well, actually. Wide target forward. On the right. Part-timers. Yeah, we are part-timers, I know. Can I have 2 target forwards, do you reckon? There's a wide target forward as well. Focus the play down the right, possibly. Send the ball down there. Towards the big lads. Come on, can we get another one? Gotta believe we can, right? Oh dear. Obviously we can't. Apparently. Obviously we can't. Yeah, no, don't worry, Brit. Yeah. I mean, look, it's one of those ones, isn't it, where you know you've got to be happy getting a winner in the last minute. So, as I said, it's the is it a bit of karma for when we won at the Stadium of Light earlier in the season? Possibly, but it's fine. Ironically, I think you need the win more than we do. In a sense, because I think your fans will probably kick off more dropping points at home than we will losing points again in the last few minutes of the game. I still don't think we're not expected to get promoted. That'll do. Is where there's plenty of time for us to go full lead. Well, yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's the thing. There's still plenty of time, and when we're doing a slow Sunderland at this point. Like we're trying to stay off course as much as we can, so just get ourselves in there and be like, oh, hello, yeah, and you know what, now we're not fussed, we'll just do that's fine. Would have been toxic, yeah, exactly, yeah, things would have been like crazy had you not won. Right, let's force everything up then. We might as well go for it. 3-2. Can we get anything in? I don't think we can. I think there's too little time now and the game's just going to play out, isn't it? Oh, wait, no. It's going to be 4-2 because they're going to score from this corner. Right. 3-2. Okay, so another narrow defeat. Right, we've got a lot of work to do with this club. A lot of work to do with this club. Which is okay. We know what we have to do. It's 5 without a win. Expectations aren't massive, to be honest. Avoid relegation. That's all we've got to do. Avoid relegation. Okay? And hopefully we can. Hopefully. So, there is a relegation group, which of course we are currently sat in. We need to be up in the 7th to avoid being in that. And then the relegation spot. Does the bottom team go down? Don't know. I mean, the season preview, we got relegated from the league from the division last season, so we were already on one of the. We were expected to be struggling, so a couple of silly mistakes again, and then. Let's have a little look at our training. Let's get some of that team bonding in that we did so successfully at Newport, and maybe a morale boosting friendly win. Let's do that as well. Yeah, let's get a friendly in there against some local side. I mean, it's going to be embarrassing, isn't it, if we can't beat FC Babylon. Let's play chicken wings. Do you know what I mean? Right, if we can't beat chicken wings, then we've got some serious problems. Serious problems. Inability to dribble makes him a bit one-dimensional. Doesn't feel comfortable in big matches. Oh, this is not looking good for him, is it? Raimi looks like a decent player, though. Although apparently doesn't feel comfortable in big matches as well, and has a poor intelligence on the football pitch. Great. He looks good, but also has huge glaring problems with himself. I mean, I imagine that we are not able to attract players who are that good, given the fact we're in the 2nd division of Finland. At some point, we'll be able to find Morten Gamage Pedersen, though. That's what we have to hope for. Hey, we have a scout. We have a scout now. We have a scout. If you recommend me a signing, please, we could do with one. What's the director of football saying? We've got some players coming in as well, so that's also going to be interesting. They're joining in August, so Youssef Abu El Safa. I don't know whether he's going to be any good. Tiquinho, a 29-year-old Brazilian turning up. Does Omar Bogle fancy some pastures? I think he would love the idea of that. Sami Rissanen, goalkeeper. Luka Heiskanen. So there is part of me thinking, well, maybe we just ride this out and see what happens. I mean, we have got, Emil Palace, unfortunately, is leaving in December. Antti Ulmanen's leaving as well. Oh, that's no good. He's leaving on a free transfer. Where's he going? Oh, he's joining someone else. Robbie Azordo's leaving. Mustafa Korka's leaving. Right. Okay. In a sense, it's great that the entire team are leaving in November, right? Is that a good thing? It sounds like it could be a good thing. It sounds like we can completely revolutionise the club and start from the bottom and and make it all better. That would be a good idea, wouldn't it? Let's look at Yari Lindstrom. Sorry, 19 for youngsters, 8 for potential, 9 for judging. I mean, it's not brilliant, is it? It's not brilliant. What does the what does our alleged director of football suggest we can do? Swiss goalkeeper. Finnish Kalle Konen. 5'7" for a goalkeeper. Are you joking? Like, I want to see what this looks like, because I reckon that what you suggested is a defensive midfielder. And he said he's done that by accident. I said, oh, really sorry. What I meant was, we might need to have a check of the international rules as well, because if we're getting a Brazilian player brought in, I mean, I'm not against more Brazilian. This guy's played for Inter, Italo, and Bologna. And I mean, granted, he's not played for about 15 years, but still. Saido Diallo. Abubakar Mohammed, formerly of Lazio. I mean, this could be all kinds of fun. Hector Nunes. Hector Nunes, we looked at him for Newport, didn't we? 38-year-old Vanderson. Hunas Leposito. 6'2". Right, what about Jaden Dans? I mean, he's not going to come, is he? Let's be honest, but we could have an ask. I think we haven't, because we haven't got England loaded in. We probably won't get any of these players as well, will we? No, Jaden Dans isn't there. Who else did we like? Omar Bogle. Again, he's not going to show up because we haven't got Newport as a club. Damn it. Don't worry, we can find our own Omar Bogle. Okay. Oh, he's been at HIFK before. And Yamala. Right, a returning hero. I like that. Presuming he was a hero. I'm just going to go on guesswork. Kevin Moore. Look at this guy. This guy looks like an actual footballer. He's going to want money, isn't he? He's going to want actual cash to play for us. And, I mean, we're not even going to be able to offer him free parking. Like, if he's going to try and get his car parking, like, validated, we're like, we can't, we need the money. The mission is to find the Finnish Bogle. I like it. I like it. We can find the Finnish Omar Bogle. Fairly sure we can. Where he will be, who knows, but we'll be able to get it. No more than 3 non-EU players in a matchday squad. Right, okay. Challenge accepted. Would Petteri Forsell drop down that far? Ooh, Musterman. Musterman's been managing in Iceland, in Finland, so he might know. 33-year-old. We'd have to take him on loan, possibly. I would imagine not, but we can always. I mean, Neela Forsell is listed for loan. Former Finnish player starts without a contract. It's all right. We can find someone, I reckon. So yes, this guy, of course, is 100% the best player we're ever going to see in Finland. How much money do you want? I guess is the thing. Because we only have we're an amateur football club, so would you be happy coming in? Happy coming in on an amateur wage? Yeah, in you come. Kevin Moorhead, yeah. I mean, we might not need a left back, but Jonas Lepisto as well. Right, no money. All right, let's get these boys in if they're going to be just decent players. I've just messed up there. I've just seen he wanted an actual specific position, but never mind. He wants to be a fringe player. Oh, I need you to believe in yourself a little bit more. Abubakar Mohammed. Good in the air. Altonen, we'll have a little look at him in a second. Italo. We'll keep our eyes on him. Right, we lost out on that goalkeeper. He's gone to the team below us. Which isn't great. African Caribbean Class Z as well. Yeah, yes, I remember this. I remember because when I was at ROPS, that's what we did. We had like a couple of Congolese players, I think, that were in the side, and I was like, this is mint. Let's put Lepatisto in for Tukanainen, and he can go on the bench. And then who else have I tried to sign? Rahimi, we like the look of him, so put him in place of Adozo. See what he fancies. Joel Doxdale, how many leagues did you add at the start? Tempted to do a similar save. I added a fair few, to be honest. What did I have? Well, let's have a little look here at the leagues. I've got Australia, Bulgaria, Canada, Croatia, Czech, Egypt, Finland, Iceland, Indonesia, Japan, Poland, Romania, Serbia, and South Korea. So a fair splattering, I think, there. Quite a nice mix, really. So it's not all the same things as well. Let's put him on the bench, and then yeah, let's put him there as well. Okay, right, a couple of loanee players in there. Let's play out this friendly, see what it looks like. I know, technically you're just meant to just instant result the friendlies, but I would like to have a quick little nosy and see what these players can do, particularly the new boys that are on trial. And then if we're not playing well, then I've got to worry, right? God, these guys are rubbish. So well intercepted. Here's Raimi, Puro. Loads more chat over on YouTube that I've not picked up. Apologies for that. Mojo King, evening. Nick says hello as well. Keyboard's laying out to dry. Is this a new series you've just started? I've been going on for a while, so it's new, Mojo King. So what happened was when the FN25 news dropped that, of course, it wasn't coming out, we needed to start something. We were doing the Newport save at the same time with Jameson and Steve Sidwell, but we needed a new save to start, so we figured we'd start a journey save, which is the kind of save that I like to be doing. Eddie DeValvis, nice to see you. Hope you're good. Welcome. And Old Lady Plays is in as well. Nice to see you. Old Lady Plays, hope you're well. Pleasure to see you as always. Yeah, I like playing as journey saves because I like telling stories. I like sort of seeing where the save goes, and it's my vibe. I don't like the whole things that, Pentagons and British Steel and Glory Hunters and Achievement Hunters and all that sort of thing. Things that have like a, you must win X by such and such. It's not for me. I am 100%, as Will Sony's just said here, all about the narrative. I am narrative-based manager. I'm not one for success. As Zeeps just said, yeah, don't like success. Yeah, I mean, getting promoted with Newport felt uneasy. I had tactics that were designed to score goals and win games, and I really wasn't sure about that, to be honest. I was attacking, felt weird. Trex in as well, saying winning isn't for Tony. I mean, this is all 100% right. This is not It's not for me, you know. You lot can have your wins, right? Enjoy all that, but not for me. I'm here to tell stories and spread misery. Soccer one more, welcome. Score one more, sorry, welcome. Nice to see you, hope you're good. Trek, how are you, pal? Are you good? Nice to see you, my friend. Should say if you're not following Trek on YouTube, by the way, make sure you do. He's a man who makes incredible content. So Palace not quite getting down the wing there. Back inside. Puro, that's a great strike. Okay, now I know the chicken wings aren't much to think about, but this is what we want, innit? This is my type of save. 100% Trek. You know what I'm all about. Like, let's just see some far-flung corners of the world. See some teams that no one's ever seen before. And if it goes well, brilliant. If it doesn't matter. On to the next club. See where we go. And yeah, we'll have some good times while we do it. So, yeah, let me know as well, by the way, what you lot are up to in the what we call this now, the post FM24 era, the ether. Yeah, let me know what you're up to. Are you still playing FM24? Have you gone back to a different FM? Have you gone to a different game entirely? That's a decent hit, isn't it? That's not a bad little corner routine that we weren't keeping our eyes peeled for. So yeah, we want a little bit of morale here for our boys. Deflected out for a corner. Yeah, schedule should stay fairly stable as well. So we should be Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Move to FMM. What's FMM, Mr. Hill? Oh, Football Manager Mobile, maybe. I can't get away with the mobile game. I'm not massive on playing games on my phone. You see, I think because I send like too many emails and stuff, and like I use my phone for work. Like, I don't like to be sat on it as well playing. I like to be able to distract myself from it and distance myself from it. So yeah, I tried it. I tried the mobile game and stuff, and we did an episode of it on the podcast, and it's fine. It's perfectly serviceable, but it's not quite how I would play. So I was like, you know what? I'm stepping away from that. I'm not getting involved in that. Aaron loved the touch version. He loved it. He thought it was like essentially the same game, but a tiny bit of stripped down work. But yeah, again, not one for me. But again, I can understand a lot how people get into it. So definitely do it. Harry, I'm in the process of a new save. Want to start recording videos for it. Still working in football. Thought it'd be good to do as travelling for away games. 100%, Harry. 100%. And I'll drop you an email now. Everything's finished. I'll drop you a proper email and give you some bits and pieces to things that people said to me when about starting out and things to look out for, and bits of kit to try and acquire. So yeah, I'll ping you an email at some point this week. So yeah, as I say, schedule wise should be Monday, Wednesday, Friday for FM, and we'll do Sundays. We'll do some different Sundays, which is going to be a nice little thing. So we'll play some different games there. And next week, however, I'm away with work, so that could be a little bit. Schedule might not work, maybe. We'll see. I might be back in time on Wednesday, but we'll see. And actually, I've just realised, am I streaming Sunday? I might be. It's my birthday Sunday, so I might stream. We'll see. Depends. I haven't fully thought. It's come round quick this year, old birthday. So when I was saying to the kids the other day, I was just like, there's like a few days ago. Realised I was like, there's less than a week to go now. This is madness. And as it's half term today, I'm already confused that tomorrow's Tuesday. So that's got me completely out of sync already. Alright, this is what we want, innit? Bit of good morale for the team. Big win here. Oh, great cross. Penalty. Put the pressure on him. That's what you want. Make him throw some arms out. Poultry effort from the waist. Clucking hell. Yeah. They're like chickens to the slaughter, I suppose, technically is the description, isn't it? Yeah. They're getting stuffed if they were turkeys. Eddie DeValvis is still an FM21 attached to that save. I said this a little while ago, actually, to someone, and I forget. I think that people aren't attached to versions of FM. I think people are attached to saves. So when there was all this talk about, FM24 being dead and stuff, and I just think it's not. It's, as long as people are attached to their saves, that version of FM doesn't die. Like, you could say, people don't want to watch FM content as much. I don't think that's necessarily true. I think that's maybe, there are enough people who will still watch FM content. But I think in terms of people playing FM, I think if you've still got a save you enjoy, then that version of FM lives on for as long as that save does. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's what I think. Who's the player that I've brought and then I want to have a look at? Oh, Laxonen's there. Okay. Let's put Jarvan in there. He's not quite a ball winner, but... Oh, actually, right, Malolo can go back in. He's a first teamer, but... Right back needs a bit of a rest. That's the centre back, actually. Oh, yeah, we don't have a centre back at the minute who can be rested, so. Wide target forward. Crossing 7. It's not brilliant, is it? Again, crossing 7. Azala. Can you tackle? 7. I wonder if you can just play box to box. Let's see if you can do that. So it's a friendly, so it doesn't necessarily matter if you can or can't, but it might be interesting to have a little nosy at him and see if you can do it. Let's try it there. Appreciate any ideas on kit that might be good. Oh yeah. Loads of ideas for kit. Loads of ideas for kit. We can always find anyone who makes content can always find an extra bit of kit that you definitely don't need, but would definitely need. At the same time, you probably don't need it, but you could buy that, and that would be quite good. But yeah, like the basic stuff you can get. To be fair, the basic stuff you can get now is so much better than it was when I started. And I only started 4 years ago, and everything's just jumped up in quality. And the prices, for some of the stuff, the prices stayed the same. Some's come down, some's obviously a little bit more expensive, but yeah, you can get some decent stuff for some not too much money now. I think things like graphics cards are still expensive, but you can get like Elgato cameras and Elgato microphones for like 300 quid in total, and it's like looks class, sounds class. As I said to anyone who's thinking about making stuff, I would always go microphone first, then lights, then camera. That's the order I would do it. Make sure it sounds good, then make sure it's lit well, and then make sure it looks good. Because you can mask You can mask bad video, you can't mask bad audio. Yeah. So if the audio sounds bad, people are going to turn off. But if they're not just going to sit and look. Oh, it looks great. Sounds shite, but it looks great. They're just going to turn it off. If they go, well, that sounds great, and if your camera's not very good, just turn the camera off. Do you know what I mean? Like that's it. Turn the camera off. If the camera's not very good, just turn it off and just have a really great audio experience. Eddie says maybe that's why it's possible now to load up saves from older versions into a newer version. Is it a feature you're using or going to use? It's an interesting one, that one, because like from a personal perspective, Eddie, yes, I do like continuing old saves. Now, how I split this up between personal and content wise is when you're making content, you kind of, I think that the audience kind of expect you to have a new save because it's a new game, and that could be even with your regular audience who are enjoying the save as well. They still think, right, FM20, let's call it 26, comes out. Most people expect you to start a brand new save on that new version, and that's what we probably will do. I probably won't continue this on FM26. And I also don't play FM when I'm not streaming either, because life's different now. I don't sit and play FM for downtime anymore. Like, I feel as though because I'm doing it because I do the podcast, because I do this, I want to kind of have everything all together, and I don't want to play stuff that people don't see. And it's nice to step back from stuff as well, isn't it? Having a bit of away time from the desk. So I don't necessarily continue the saves offline either. Who knows whether that changes or not going forward. Maybe if I buy a better laptop, maybe I will. If I'm away with work a bit more, I might take it with me and just play some games in a hotel room or something. Maybe, but at this present time, no, not right yet. Not right yet. I just play these games that we've got here, and then that's it. Rightly or wrongly. Evening, Masty. How are you? Welcome. Pleasure to see you. Hope you're well. Can we rest everybody? I don't think we can we? It's because we've got trialists in, is it? But that's what we wanted. That's what we wanted. We wanted a big win. Yeah. Make everyone feel happy. Win a football. Oh. Take out players who are on trial, because I think they can't be rested. These ones can, though. Do I know that years ago I may have been talking to an ex-Reading and Southampton player on Bebo? I mean, I don't know that. I don't know that. And I don't necessarily know how I would know that. And I'm now scared to ask, in what capacity were you talking to this player on Bebo? Because I never had Bebo. From what I understand, Bebo was a kid's thing. But that might have been because I was a bit older. So yeah, I'm not necessarily sure how I'm meant to respond to to this, because if there's a potential that what we're about to discuss now is borderline illegal, then I don't necessarily need to be part of this. I think maybe what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just because no, just normal chats with footballers. Don't ask Tony. Don't ask how old this person was at the time. No, I'm sure what you were doing was fantastic and absolutely fine. That's probably how I should leave that at that moment in time. That seems. I think I've circumnavigated that well. What do we think, chat? Have I done decent enough there? Yeah, I think I've got myself out of that one. It was popular with teenagers. There we go. There's the problem. There's the problem. So I'm just going back into reverse. Right, okay. And then away I go. Down the road to someone else. You were a fan. That's why you were talking to. Well, okay. I mean, yeah, fine. Okay, cool. It's quite an interesting start to the chat, and they're going, I'm going to do this. Yeah, okay. Again, not something I'd been not something I would recommend, by the way, to anyone. I suppose. Well, if anyone is curious as to what my views are on that, probably not. So stay clear. This is very much getting into like DJ, me dog's dead, me cat's dead. What do I do in it? And I'm not necessarily sure if either of these two stories are true or not. Elvis, my save's always been an objective. I love the world building in the background. I can browse my game for hours, just enjoy the world that's been built. So the save share is great for me. I get that. I'm 100% on board with that. Like once you get your universe going on, that's the best bit. Like because I've said loads of times that I don't like starting a save. I find starting a save really boring. I really don't like the brand new bit. Because you don't know whether or not you're going to connect with the team or not, or the save or anything like that. So you're sort of thinking, is this really for me? And if you've got a save idea in mind, then it's like, again, you're sort of trying to make it happen, and it's like, nah, I'd rather just get into it. You know what I mean? Like a year in, 2 years in. Last save I simmed 5 years, got some new gens in the mix. Yeah, those sorts of things happen. That's great. That's when the fun starts. Yeah. Squad is now overloaded with players you can play on the left. I mean, in the defence, can we ever be overloaded with players on the left? I don't think so. Unless, of course, we're about to bring in more left-backs. No. I mean, we've got a left-back leaving, so who's coming in? Right, we haven't... Yeah, we're not bringing any more left-backs in. Okay, the squad's starting to look pretty big now, but remember, we're not paying anybody, so... It's the back end of the season. We can start to create some interesting things. Let's try and see what this club's going to look like going forward, right? Abu Bakar Mohammed's going to come in as our ball winner, I think. Is he a ball winner on support or defend? Defend, right? Okay, yeah, you can be our bit of defensive solidity, right? Tukanainen's a pretty good striker up front, but he's going to leave. So Leposto's going to stay up top. Who have we just brought in? Puro. Well, Puro's decent. He's definitely better than Laxonen. Papsy is a half decent defender, but he's not quick. Then again, no one's really quick in this team. Malolo's leaving as well, right? Who's better, Malolo or Puro? better mentally, better defending, but better finishing from Puro, better long shots, better dribbling, more aggressive, bit better flair, not as composed. Decision making isn't as good, not as good for the team. Are we going to get him to get forward though? That's the thing. If he goes forward, that's better than having the other lad in there, Malolo. Hunanen's in. Hultonen, sorry. There we go. Now we're starting to get a bit of a... If we put him in his place of Puro, then that's better, isn't it? Hymanen's a new... Oh, he's an older wing... So he's an older wing back who's leaving. I think we put him in for now, though. Salmonen might get better. I'm just trying to work out. Like we've just gone and bought just a whole load of players now, haven't we? And we're not really sure as to who we bought, how many we bought. I think it'll be fine. How many transfers you done, Tony? Yes. Yes. And ambitious. Light-hearted? That doesn't sound like a very great personality trait either, does it? Light-hearted. I mean, maybe it does. Maybe it should be just like, hey, it's fine, you know. How's the new signing hunt going? Well, you know, not great, but you know what it's like. Like, they could just have a bit of fun with it, couldn't they? Laxona, I'm going to cancel Laxona, actually. Even Joe, how are you, buddy? Welcome. Welcome in. Nice to see you. I think we can find a better centre-back than the guy we've just cancelled. El Bassett. I think we can. I mean, he might not be dreadful, but just because he's not dreadful doesn't mean that we should sign him. Good. How's this guy, Tony? It's not awful. You know what I mean? Why do I always start with player attribute masking on? Because you wouldn't know who these players are in real life. And yes, semi-pro training because we're amateur players. We're amateur clubs. Yeah. So, yeah, if you've got attributes on, then, I mean, come on, you're cheating really, aren't you? Like, because you can see all the attributes of all the players. Nah. Come on. It is. You might as well start downloading tactics at that point. Yeah. In fact, you probably do. There you go. Oh, I've got spicy, haven't I? I've got myself spicy today, haven't I? Defeats the purpose of having scouts. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like, why would you bother? Why would you bother with anything if you just, like, yeah, you might as well just yeah. All right. I want a striker. I want a striker who's got striking of 20, please. No, there's no such thing. Is there? There's no such thing. There's a striker who can score lots of goals. Yeah. So go and find the striker who scores lots of goals by looking at how many goals he scored. Yeah, that's the thing. Oh yeah. Oh, I've hit the download tactics thing in. I've gone with that. Yeah. Striking of 20, there's actually no such thing. Exactly. There's no such thing. I want to play with decision making of 15. Okay, what does that mean? Don't know. Ironically, don't know. Like, none of this makes any difference either, you know. depends how much time you've got to put in the save. I've got so much time. I've got until FM26 comes out. So, do you know what I mean? I've got a lot of time. A lot of time. I said, do I always? Oh, sorry. Yes, I do always start that. Yeah. Yeah. Damn my dyslexia. Alexander's here. Welcome, Alexander. Nice to see you. But yes, to answer your question, yes, I do always start with that attribute masking on. So much so that whenever there's a community challenge in Discord, we obviously have to release a second version of the database because I've started it without and not realised the version I have doesn't have attribute masking turned off for everyone else. So yeah, I have to go and do it again. Musterman's scared to get involved in the attributes conversation. I don't know why. I don't know why Musterman. Like I have said before that if I understood how this worked, how your system worked, I would be using it. I would be using it on stream. But it's the bit I don't get it just yet. And at this level right now, I think maybe this is the time to try and do it, isn't it? Yeah. Now is the time to go, right, let's learn. Let's learn attributeless. It melts minds. Well, maybe not attributeless, but maybe let's learn data. Let's learn both those things. Cool Ivianian. What a name. 6'5" goalkeeper. There you go. You can't. Right, that's the sort of thing I can get my scouts to do. Find me someone who's 6'5". Done. Right. Alexander Belfer. Formerly at HIFK. Come back in, Alexander. Let's have a little look and see what you can do. What exactly don't you get about it? It's kind of straightforward. What is? The data? Oh, it's straightforward if you're good with numbers, but I am not good with numbers. Like, that's the problem. Numbers are not my friend. Yeah? Attributeless also confused me. I think I got it before. Horrendously demanding job I would have tried. Yeah. Well, I mean, we've tried it, but because of the fact that we do the stream and stuff, there's a lot of people here don't really want to watch that sort of content. So I've also got to be conscious of that, which is tricky because I'm not normally one to bow to the crowd, but sometimes I will pick my battles. Yeah. Sometimes you got to, haven't you? You gotta be like, right, maybe it's time to just yeah, we've got team bonding and good. We need a bit of bonding. We need a bit of bonding. And we need a goalkeeper as well. A decent goalkeeper. Does such a thing exist? I don't think there is. Certainly not for free. Vila Nasty. It's good. It's a good name. We're literally just looking at names at this point. Reflexes look decent. Again, we don't know anything about them at this sort of level. So let's get them in and see what they look like. No, looks dreadful. Great. New fullbacks come in. Hurts himself already. Great. Right, he's just not going to be good enough, is he? Half a star. And he's got injury problems. Sorry, mate. I know you've just turned up, but you might as well just go. It's Harlow, I think we get rid of. I'll probably keep my eyes on him, but I think we're going to get rid. Kiki can go for now as well, but I might keep him on the short list possibly because he's Finnish. Command delete giveaway. All right. Yeah. I don't know how you get rid of all that just yet, Dan, but I'm sure it can be done. I'm sure it can be done. Altonen, he's backup player, but you know what? Maybe we need him. Maybe we need him. And Belfer, who's already been at HIFK before. Might not be the guy. Hackspick is leaving, so we can put him in the reserves then, because we know that he's not going to be playing anytime soon. Do you take a suggestion on talented players, not wonder kids, but definitely cheap for their skill? I don't like it. Like there have been times when people have been able to suggest somebody, and we've taken them on board. I remember I got so some of it is I kind of get caught out because I don't watch a lot of football. So, for example, someone suggested Bergvall in our Larissa save. Now, I thought that person had been looking in our save file. Turns out he's a real player. So I was like, all right, okay, fine. We signed him and he was looking pretty good. And I was like, that's pretty decent. Then once I realised he was a real player, I was like, oh, we need to sell him, don't we? Because he wouldn't play in Greece. But, yeah, it's a tricky one. It's a tricky one, trying to find suggestions of players, because it's players who maybe work in someone else's save, and occasionally they transfer across and they fit nicely into your save. But I do like the idea of all of us finding a new player together. I like finding players that we've never seen, and that's why it's even better when there's new gens in and like someone pulls an absolute worldie of a new gen out. That's the best bit. Because we always have, if you subscribe, by the way, if like you subscribe or you Amazon Prime member, there's a area of the Discord where the save file goes, so you can actually play along with the save file and do scouting and all that sort of thing. And I like that. That's the best bit. But yeah, if it's just a case of, oh, get this guy because, you know, FM Scout says so, then nah, not for me, thank you. Oh god, download tactic, wonder kid list, unmasked attributes, players, Man City, imagine. Some people do it. In fact, you know what? A lot of people do it. A lot of people do it. Or they manage Liverpool, you know, and they claim that they're, you know, and they claim that they're great at the game because they do everything that everyone else does. And fair play, fine, if that's what they want to do, not a problem. Let them go and do it. Yeah, but it's not what we do. But there's a place for everybody doing their own thing. So if people want to do that, fine, let them go and do it. But yeah, not for me. Not for me. Talent identification tailored to the team makes it special. Hari knows. Because you can't just put someone into a team. It's like when you do the whole thing with this is why I don't like downloaded tactics, because again, that tactic is built for that team alone. Like, it's not designed to be used in, you know, 9 different leagues or whatever. It's not meant to work throughout all of football. It's meant to be, a tactic is meant to be for that team and for those sets of individual players. That's how I understand it anyway. I managed Man United for 5 seasons. That was exceptionally hard. For some reason that is now, Trek, and I don't understand it. I thought it would be. I still thought that would be fairly easy, but I've not done United yet. Maybe there's scope for it, isn't it? You know, but see, I like how Trek does it. Trek tries, you know, he's had, you know, replications of actual managers' tactics, puts it in and tries to play it as realistic as possible. You know, he's had his own blueprint of his own philosophy and inputted that into the game, and that's cool. And You know, there's loads of different ways of playing it. Loads of different ways. And just because a way doesn't work for me doesn't mean it's wrong. But as I say, there'll be things that work for me, there'll be things that work for other people. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff that I sort of go, nah, not for me, thank you. Mad Sadness here. How are you, friend? How are you? Good. How is Finland treating us? Well, as you can see, it is definitely treating us. We're having a great time. We're having a lot of fun. We're second bottom, but all of our team are going to leave at the end of the season, so we're trying to restock them now. But because everyone's on amateur contracts, we can just kind of like pull players in, move players out, all that sort of stuff. So it should be fun. And we're trying to get a decent 4-4-2 working, if we can. Before we just go to 4-2-4 inverted wingers. Inverted forwards, sorry, inside forwards. But, you know, I reckon we can do it. How are you, anybody? Hope you're well. I've just seen the news. Apparently you did it a couple of days ago. But the new database, by the way, looks like it's going to be a thing of beauty. Can't wait to see that. Epic ending to the Newport save. Oh, wasn't it? Wasn't it? Honestly, mate. Unbelievable scenes. It couldn't have been done any other way. Like, there was only that one way to do it. And it was that way. And it was just fantastic. The perfect ending. Oof. Good tackle. Ball's played through. Is anyone there? Nope. Ball's over the top. Go on, Posado. Chase it down. Oh no, giving it away. What are you doing? Nicely intercepted. Launched. Here's Posado. Back inside. Come on, boys. We can do something better than this. Oof! Off the crossbar. Just take a chance. They've only played 9 minutes. This has been wild. No wonder. Key highlights, everyone, I think. Try and get through this a little bit swifter. We need to try and move this in there. They're playing third. What's the KPV score? They're not playing. We could do with a win, couldn't we? We're playing pretty good though. Oh, set piece goal. That's unfortunate, isn't it? Right. Okay. One player's lost confidence as our centre back. Okay, well, maybe don't lose confidence. Maybe be better. Right. Palace isn't having a good game, is he? Right, we need to tell him and get him fired up a bit. Luffy, welcome in, buddy. Appreciate your congratulations on the Newport save. Thank you very much. It was good, wasn't it? I was a fan of that. It was an epic ending. I think we can all agree with that. Sidwell's a legend, says Alexander. Yeah, absolutely. He's a top man. Top man. Really funny. Really funny guy. And you know what? He bought into it so well. I think that's the important thing. This is better from us, by the way. Good ball over the top. Go on. Oh, gotta do better. Change that as well. There's got to be something we can do that looks better here. Focus of attacks, maybe that might work. Champagne celebration. I mean, off the line. That's what we want. It was all worth it, wasn't it? Like everything was scripted perfectly. If you're going to script it, that's exactly how it would be. I know we kept saying it was scripted, but that's how football should be, isn't it? Smooth as not his eyebrow, live forever. It's such a great line. Such a great line. Thing is, we're not really getting the ball up top much, are we? Let's go back to low crosses. Let's try that press a little bit higher. Never heard anyone say scripted that many times in one sentence. Yeah, you know what I mean though, right? Yeah. Corner. In it goes. No one's gone for it though. Hilton in. Pessy, Hilton in. Back post! Oh, come off it. Is this stream scripted? Everything's scripted. Everything in the world is scripted. Everyone knows this. Yeah, it's all predetermined. It's all played out. Or you're writing it as you do. Yeah. It's all this plot. Oh, come on. Who writes the script? The script writers write the script. Whoever writes the scripts for the universe. It's all... They're busy typing away, going, right, you've got all these options here, and then you just pick which one you want. Oh, that was a disappointing goal to concede, wasn't it? The Matrix decides. You decide when you take whichever pill you take. Yeah? Everyone's got decisions to make, so by making a decision, it just opens up the next possibility. Yeah. Infinite monkeys, infinite typewriters. Yeah. No, FM25 was cancelled because the option of cancelling FM25 was chosen. If they'd chosen to continue FM25, then that all would have opened up all of the possibilities for what happened with that. You know, positive or negative. But they chose the decision to cancel it. Therefore, they'd stop writing all those other options. Just focus on what happens now. It's got very philosophical right now, hasn't it? Great ball. Leposito, bottom corner. That's what we want. Get the ball up and over. Do we have any agency? It's like one of those choose your own adventure novels. Well, I think it probably is, isn't it? Really. Because everything has, and every action has an equal and opposite action and reaction. So there must be somewhere. This, like, everything is a choose your own adventure. That's how I believe it, anyway. Obviously, each to their own. But has anyone made a choose your own adventure football novel? I don't think so. Greece 2004 was scripted. Denmark was a miracle from the gods. Totally unbiased opinion. Yeah. This is why the script of it's never, because all you lot keep saying it's coming home, but the script says it's not. You just need to read the next few pages. Keep saying it's not coming home. Just read the next bit. Ian Livingstone was famous for writing those books. Was involved in the Champ Manager series, I believe. Oh, okay. Right. Okay. So we've still yet to win a competitive match in our new club, but we're starting to look better. 2026 it'll come up. Don't be silly, Jamie. Come on. Honestly, I don't believe we're still having this conversation. Look at the wealth of evidence that has been put out in front of every. You know what I mean? Bring back LMA manager. LMA manager was dog shit. Everybody knows that. I think if LMA manager came out now, nobody would play it. I think it's got a little bit of nostalgia. Yeah, but I don't think it's a thing. I don't think people would play it. In the same way that EA manager coming back, no one would play that. Yeah. LMA was class, and I'll die on this hill. I mean, that's your call, Dan. No one's making you climb that hill. You know, you can stay down here and just be like, you know. But I respect the fact that you're desperate to go, this is me, but it's your call. It's your call, buddy. You don't have to do this. So deadline day recruitment, we need goalkeepers, please. Because we don't got a good one. That's what I'd like. What's the best management game we played before Football Manager? But before Football Manager was Championship Manager. I think Kevin Tom's Football Manager was pretty good. That was probably one of the better ones I played back in the day. If I'm being completely honest, the reason that this one is still going is because this one's the best. Do you know what I mean? That's maybe Sensible World of Soccer. The management mode on that was half all right. But in reality, if any of them were any good, they'd still be being made now, and they'd still be an actual competitor to Football Manager, because there are other games, there are other football games, there are other sports management games, but the fact that there's not another football management style game that's any good, that anybody can say, yeah, I'll play that. For me, I think that says a lot. Player manager, you could play the games as well. I think I remember player manager, yeah. EA's manager game was a bit funny in terms of how you to keep your wife and family happy. Oh, I couldn't be asked for that. No. No, that's not a thing. I'm sorry. I'm not suggesting that I wouldn't want to try and keep Mr. J happy, because of course I would, but not on a video game. There was a director of football game once. Was there, Mel? Which one was that one? Because I think I quite like the idea of that. Should be concerned for Mrs. J. We always be concerned for Mrs. J. Must have man. What I meant was I don't want targets on keeping Mrs. J happy. Mrs. J, I'll keep Mrs. J happy, obviously, but I don't need targets to keep her happy. You know. I think what I'm trying to say and what I have said are two very different things. Marriage KPIs. Oh, don't worry. Yeah, we have our appraisal every year. Yeah, we have our appraisal. We know what we've got to try and sign up for. Right, you'll have to put the you have to ping that to one of the mods, Mal. Ultimate Soccer Manager. Oh, that's the one where you could offer bungs and stuff in it. Like, people like that, but again, not really a. I like realism. This is my problem. I like realism. So all these ones about, you know, bungs and like the stadium expansions, don't get me wrong, I like a bit of that. But yeah, things like, you know, trying to throw the matches and stuff, I was like, nah, it's fine for about one game. And then after that, you're just like, nah. As a kid, it was great. Yeah, as a kid. Exactly, Glenn. Yeah. But I think now as adults, you can't play it as an adult, can you? It just doesn't work. You'd love to be able to do the stadium design. I would as well. That's the bit that I'd like. Not that it makes any difference, like how the game's played, but I just like the idea that when you come up from non-league and lower league, I like to see the stadium actually grow properly, and I can feel as though the club is developing. That's why I like it, but I don't know whether it's something that we can. It's certainly not something you would argue and say yes, that's what the manager would do. You know what I mean? And they'd sort of like do it that way, but where's the shots? That's what I want. Yeah, right. I want to change something ever so slightly because let's take that line up a bit. If they can take the press crap away, I'll be happy with it. It seems like a waste of time, but it does help. Sad, it's part of football. That's the reason that the press stuff's in there. That's the reason VAR's in there. That's the reason all of football's in there. You know, horrible people takeovers, points deductions, financial fair play. It's all in there because that's in football. And what we need to remember is this is meant to be a simulation of real football. So therefore, all that stuff's got to stay in. Now, just because we don't like it. That's the bit when you start going, well, do you want a simulation of football or do you want a football management game? And I guess that's where they're two separate things, aren't they? And that's where you get your LMA managers and your Premier managers and your Ultimate Soccer managers and EA managers. That's when those games sort of like become options because, well, that is everything that FM isn't, you know? Interested to see how Unity handles the stadiums. Yeah, that could be interesting actually to see how it works because I guess it's one of those things where it would be great if it looks cool, wouldn't it? You know, if that's what we're hanging our hat on, you know, better graphics. If we're going to boil Unity down into that simple teeny tiny thing of it is there for better graphics and better graphics only, which is not, of course. There's so much more to it than just graphics. If that's what the conversation is, then yeah, you would hope that it's going to look better. But at the minute, we don't know because we don't know what works and what doesn't work. But seemingly nothing at this moment in time. Oh, pick that one out. Palace, what a hit. Agreed. Absolutely no reason why it shouldn't work. Absolutely no reason. It has the capacity to. It's a matter of can they get that code to work exactly the way that they want it to work. Which I'm sure they can. I remember Premier Manager having to choose the advertising on the boards. Can really see how Sam Allardyce doing that. I could see Allardyce doing that, actually. More pie shops, please. TJ, have you got Manscaped on the boards? Yep. I do remember that now, actually, Premier Manager. Wasn't it like you had to pick from industry or something? Is that right? Am I right? Or... oh, what a save. Something like that. Yeah, like you could pick like sort of like tech or catering or something like that, wasn't it? Soft drinks or something. It was... yeah, I do think I remember that now, actually. Oh, off the post. Free header. That's just unlocked a memory there. That was Premier Manager, was it? Right, okay. You know what else has hoarding choices? Bang average football. You say. I need to play a little bit more of that then. I could do it playing some more of that, actually. I remember having to physically dial the in-game phone to speak to players. I like that. That's quite cool. Right, okay, so we've got a possibility now. Is actually a bang average game. What? Oh, it's actually a bang average game. Or is bang average actually a game? Is it a bang average game? No, it's decent actually. Well, it's all right. Offside, I think. Leposito, if that counts. I think he's off though. Yeah. It's all right. Look, if you want to play something different that's not FM and you treat it as something different that's not FM, then it's fine. Oh, off the post. If you treat it as something that's like, sensible soccer, then it's all right. Yeah, fun is the word there, isn't it? That's the thing. Sometimes games can be fun. Keepers come for it. Oh no. Oh, right, okay. This sounds like Suede. It's not. This is like copyright free, but they've clearly just went in and went, can we make it sound like Suede? Ever tried to put a multiplayer game in FM? I've never given it a shot. Too much waiting between each update. That's the problem. That's the problem. We started, actually, the start of the stream was talking about, bear with me while we just potentially might be celebrating our first win in Finland. There we go. We've done it. The 4-4-2 has finally worked. We've got ourselves a win. I'm over the moon with that. We had someone asking in the chat at the start of the stream as to whether Clates was going to join me for a network save, and I was saying, well, look, we're obviously now we've been asked for a network save on the podcast for ages, and I think that potentially creators might now have to start thinking about alternate ways of playing the game and other things to do. So maybe network saves might become a thing in the future. What that looks like for me, I don't know, because ultimately it all comes down to timing really and commitments. And if people can commit to that sort of stuff, then great. And if they can't, then it makes it a bit of the difficult thing. So I don't know. Maybe there might be some conversations happening at this moment in time now for ideas going forward. So who knows? Let's look at what's going down on YouTube. Technically, life is scripted. If you make a choice now and went back in time to observe the choice, would always be the same. If the choice is always the same, then it's predetermined. Interesting. FM does need a competitor though. Look at PES. PES was always better than FIFA, then it jumped to PS3 and it got worse. Yeah. Ultimate Soccer Manager was good. Football Director was great. Champ was good. Giant Killer. I can't remember Giant Killer. Remember my Boston save getting the Premier League, then move us to the Teddy Sheringham Stadium. Yeah. I think Teddy Sheringham probably deserves a stadium of some capacity. What they haven't mentioned though is that stadium was in Malaga. You could do a network stay with the pod guys and a special guest. See, I think the special guest bit is the bit that would make it difficult, because first of all, you then need a special guest to be available for every single week. It's bad enough trying to get me, Si, and Aaron to organise a podcast every week. Never mind then get someone else in. Like, we've spoken about it as something to consider, but I mean, again, like, what we do is, I don't know. For me, it doesn't quite work. I don't really like the idea of it, because we'd have to play in the top divisions. Maybe, I mean, where would we do it? Will be the question. All right, okay. I've got 25 minutes left. Let's talk about it. Where, if we were to do it, where would it be? Try and sell me the idea of a network save. I can tell you right now, it's not the Premier League, right? Because all the teams would have to be of similar abilities. You then need, like, you know, players to not get relegated, or me, clearly. You don't want Aaron winning it after, like, one season, then just always winning it constantly. Welcome in, Dale. How are you, my friend? Pleasure to see you. How is life treating you? Hope it's well. Look, that's the head of the dog pound, everyone. If you're not following Dill, then why the devil not? You need to be doing that right there. Josh, majestic hair. Thank you, Josh. I do try. Mexico. We've spoken about Mexico before, haven't we? One of the custom databases where they create the world super. Oh no. Portuguese top 3 teams. Gibraltar, no promotion relegation. Indonesia. FM convention. Oh, hey, look, we might have movement on FM convention. So just, you know, maybe. That's all I'm going to say. Brazil is fun. Brazil's not fun. Brazil is not fun at all. Like, 80 matches is not a good idea, is it? Championship survival. Now that's me. That is me. But the problem is, Aaron wins leagues from there, though. Aaron won the Premier League with Birmingham in 3 seasons. So where's the fun there? That makes it tricky, doesn't it? TJ has convinced Steve Sidwell to bankroll FMCon. Not saying anything. Make Aaron do all this non-dominant hand. Yeah. What we're going to do is we're going to go to a foreign climate, and then Aaron's going to have to try and manage using that game language only. Yeah. And he's got to try and work out what's going on. And attributeless as well. Making money use academy players. No, again, he'll win. Again, he will win. He's one of those good at the game people. TJ can't lose any money if Steve loses all the money. Big brain thinking. Any truth to the rumours you're considering changing your name to Tony Mercedes-Benz to get another sponsorship? Taff, as Tony Nescafe Gold, I cannot confirm nor deny. How are you, pal? Are you well? A pleasure to have you in. And yes, that is true. My surname is not actually Jameson at all. My surname is whatever people will pay me to say. So the moment that time I was Tony Manscaped was brilliant. I was a big fan of that. Yeah. How are you, friend? Hope you're good. Have you been with the FMT boys tonight? I would shout Taffman out, but he doesn't like it. Right? But he should. He should. You should all go and follow Big Taffman, right? I love him. He's a wonderful human being, okay? He's a variety streamer. He does loads of different stuff. So you have to go and check him out. Okay? And yes, I did hear that you were on FMT this week as an actual pundit. So yeah, looking forward to it. I'm going to have a listen to that. So again, go and check that out as well, everyone. Tony Papa John. Wow. Could be. It's a nightmare renewing my passport with every new sponsorship, but it's worth it. What's the odds you'll one day be called Tony Durex? Well, we're not having any more children, so possibly. Again, if anyone wants to get in touch with with those people, then I'm all ears. And if I was all ears, I wouldn't be in this situation. Am I right? Oh, it doesn't work. I call people to play FM little spreadsheet loving nerds. I don't think I'll get any new followers out of it. You know what, Taff? I think you'll get several. Because what you've done is you've accurately described everybody, and they all went, I think he's right. He's 100%. He's hit the nail on the head. Even Livy, how are you? How are you? Paradox Gamers as well. See, there you go. It's not just we're not just nerds. We're also weirdos and social agrophobes. I used the word frugality today. Taff, are you impressed? My best bits were pre-recorded. It'll be a tough listen. Same as Rich, to be honest. All Rich's bits are AI'd on, aren't they? You're a nerd, I'm a nerd. We're all nerds. We're all nerds. Nice header away. Oh, no. It would have been nice to have gone 2 wins in a row, wouldn't it? But after our first win in 6, we've now conceded after 2 minutes. It's a good header there as well. This guy hasn't quite got across quick enough, though. And then everyone's just watching as it goes to the back post. Oh, well done, Liv. That's what it's all about, isn't it? Squeezing back into some old stuff. Good work. Good work. I got on the scales today, and I should not have done that. Turns out the weight I need to be working towards has gone up. I'm like, oh dear. And my starting weight has gone higher again. Yeah, Tony Hooch is going to be is livid. Tony Jameson Black Barrel. Oh, yeah. Damn it. A bit of a mouthful that goes down well. I mean, that's what she said. My Irish cream sponsored Christmas has added a nice 4 kilos. Oh, yeah. It's weird, isn't it? Because, like, fun shouldn't add weight at all. It doesn't seem fair somehow. This is going to be 3, innit? Oh, just over the top. Okay, so well, we know one win was nice, right? It's certainly better than nothing. Everything's coming through the middle, innit? So we need to get narrow. All right, take it easy, Glenn. Nice to see you, buddy. Always a pleasure. Positive as well. 3 shots, none on target. Game bigger when you got promotion. That's your lot this year. I think it is, isn't it? I think that the game thought I was trying to build a nation Newport. Finally a horror film advert at the right time. Well, as in, would you like what you want some more adverts or? If you get a horror movie advert, you want them after 10 PM. Yeah, that's fair. That's a fair. True, yeah. Yeah, watershed for watershed reason. That makes sense. Oh, flicked on, but to nobody, sadly. Headed to their players. This is not good, is it? Right, intercepted. Good. Almost given away. Definitely given away. Oh, just tackled through 3 players off. Here we go. On our way out now. Back inside. I mean, these players are not... They're not good, are they? It's basic passing and just like mistake after mistake after mistake. Maybe take disciplined off as well and just let them off the chain a little bit. Right, go. Do what you want to do. Not try to play FM until FM 26. Fair play, Liv. Fair play. That could be any time. Mungo Killer, 2nd division in Brazil. £4.5 million positive bank balance. Won 1 cup. 2-legged after 26 games. Projected to finish bottom. Oh, deflected out. Corner. Oh, that's fair. Yeah, yeah. If you've managed to find the link, then I would definitely get that. Yeah, get any bad vibes away. Palace with the hit turned over the top. This is not a great. I mean, this is a vintage performance from TJ sides, but. 3. All right, 3-0. Fair enough. Oh, it's 4 apparently now. Oh no. Players have just collapsed now. That's a poor goal to concede, isn't it? It's okay, don't worry. Look, we know we're in the relegation group. Next season starts more impressively for us. Yeah, we're starting to build our team now with our players. Oh, well played. There we go. So we have got something in ourselves. Abuka with a great tackle here, by the way. This is what I want. I want him to be committed with that ball. Azodo in for Ullman, and both of them are leaving, sadly, so that's going to be... If I have a job, I will have a job, Mongrel Killer. We're expected to avoid relegation. As long as we don't get relegated, we're in a job. It's... Sometimes FM is straightforward. Yeah? Oh, that's a great header. I mean, that is a bullet. Keeper's got to do a lot better. We need a goalkeeper in the club, don't we? We definitely need a new goalkeeper. There's got to be one somewhere. But yeah, they've just hammered us. Absolutely hammered us. Okay. Don't worry. We haven't... Yeah. Club vision, see? Performance. Job security insecure. I mean, we'll see about that. We'll see about that. Yeah? Can't be changing it, surely, right? Look, they've said stay up. We will stay up. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Right, find me a way where we don't where it gets better. There must be a way, surely. That's not a way for us to consider tonight, though. Right, how many games we got left? We've got 3 games, and then we got the league split. Yeah, because once it splits, so 22 games, then the relegation. So there's 5 games there. Yeah, and as long as we don't go down, then we're all right. Yeah, easy. Once it splits, hopefully we can win some games. I think so. I think that'll be the thing. Yeah. Right. 3-day rest. Get everyone chilled out. TJ just said as soon as DMs come back and save me. Well, I'm more of the Clates left. He was here earlier. And what's happened is I've not just done what I know I should do, and you know, fill my squad full of double roles and make things easier for myself. I've not done it. I've done what I do, and I've made things difficult. I mean, it's getting to the point when I am considering this 5'7" goalkeeper. Because I wonder how much better or worse he is than our actual goalkeeper. His distribution, his shot stopping is better. His aerial's the same. And he can kick. Oh, this is going to be mad. We're going to end up with a 5'7" goalkeeper. Aren't we? Thrives on big matches. He's not going to sign till November. Okay. So we're playing Salon, who are 8th, and they're going to be part of the part of that league split. So we'll play this final match. Then we've got 2 games left, and then we'll obviously go into the league split, and we can start doing some planning for next season, all that kind of stuff. It's a good job we got a win, isn't it? Otherwise, things would look a lot worse. I mean, he's not going to sign until November. Do we want to get him in now? Are we going to get a better goalkeeper come November? Maybe, but have we even got a better goalkeeper in the reserves? No, not at this moment in time. Rissanen, is he better than what we've got? I mean, he can't be worse, surely. He's not much better, actually. He's also not much worse. Oh, actually, there's a point. What does the youth candidates look like? Oh dear. I think that says a lot, doesn't it? We're not expecting a lot. Not expecting much coming through the door this season, so fine. Right. Final match of the stream tonight. That's the bit that I don't think, the high tempo is the thing I don't think works for us. And maybe the route 1. Maybe we go narrow. Right. You know what? I'm going to go... I might be doing it wrong, but I'm going to go with the same team again. I think there's maybe something in this team that might work eventually, but I'm also aware that potentially all I'm doing is the same mistakes again and again and again and again and again. Hope you do well. Post Sidwell narrative era. Name a story and you'll achieve it mostly. Welcome to Finland. Welcome to Finland. Yeah, this is where we've had an interesting time, haven't we? It has been interesting. Try to counter maybe. Get the ball gone quick. Right. I'm tempted to drop the 2 DMs a bit deeper back as well, but then again we've got a centre midfielder on attack rather than a DM, so... Yeah, the players aren't in the right headspace, are they? Am I handling the Finnish weather well? Oh yeah, the weather's lovely. Weather's great. Everything it's the Finnish football that I'm not doing particularly well with. But as we say, now we're starting to get our players in. Hopefully we can start planning for next season. Right, Amy. Oh! Like that, for example. What a goal. What a goal that is. Raimi, what's he doing craziness here for? Malejda does the step over. There's a little touch there from Ullamanen and Hultonen. Taps it in. Less than a minute on the clock. We're a goal up. Come on. Everyone back, lads. Everyone back. Keeper's collected it. My heart was in my mouth when he came charging out. I was like, he's going to drop it. Long ball. Get the second ball. 40 quid a pint. You're not buying rounds. Nope, not at all. Especially not as an amateur. Oh, there you go. There's 1-1. Giving the ball away again. That's Ubakar again. Maybe we tell him to just stop playing silly passes. You know what? I think that's a good idea, actually. He's already got take fewer risks on. I don't want to have to go into like asymmetric mode as well. One all's not bad. We can live with 1-1. Because it looks like KPV drew as well. Our goal difference now looks dreadful. -16. We can turn it round though. I'm sure we can. Next season you'll see a different HIFK. Raimi goes down the line. Good cross in. Big header. Ullmanen at the back post. There we go. Okay, Raimi's got a little bit of trickery about him. Good cross. Big header. Ullmanen, of course. Ullmanen is leaving in November, so end of season he's gone. As are quite a lot of the players actually, but so that's what I mean. Next year could be completely different. Could be better, could be worse. There is a possibility it could get worse. Half time. 2-1 up. I'm happy with that. Everyone's doing well. Raimi's got a yellow card. Yes, Jebaru. Welcome. How are we? How was FMT versus the community? How did we get on with that? Who won? Did the AI win? That happened on my draft once. For those people who are relatively new to my channel, I hosted a TJ versus the community once draft tournament, and the computer won. So that was embarrassing. Rich Owens is in. The Gudge is in. The United City's here as well. Welcome. Legends assemble. Appreciate the raids, everyone. 10 playmakers works. Lepisto makes it 3-1. Everyone can see that we actually are. This is our second win in Finland. Winland, we're going to start calling it now. Have some Bezos money at Sega. At Sega, at Miles, at Idiot. Have to confirm tactics in the shape of F, Q, and L can work successfully. Yes, D-boy. That's what we like. Chaos is good. Chaos is good. That's a little sneaky free kick. What are you trying to do there? Little buggers. Evissa in with a follow. Thank you very much for that. Yeah, if you are brand new, by the way, please feel free. Drop a follow. Drop a follow on everyone that we've just shouted out as well, by the way, if you're in my chat here. Yeah, we've just finished a collab stream with Steve Sidwell and Jameson Whiskey, where we've been managing Newport for a season. Got them promoted on the final day of the season, the playoffs, the most dramatic way of getting promoted, I believe. I think we can all probably agree that's the best way to do it. This is the save that we're going to do, though, between now and FM whatever's next. And it's a journey save where we started unemployed and we've loaded up a whole bunch of leagues. And we've... Oh, what a save that is. What a save. Oh, come on. Well, we've taken over a job in the second division of Finland. We're at an amateur club called HIFK. And what we've worked out is HIFK are actually a community-owned football club as well. So they're really lovely. And we're second bottom of the league. So, feels like they fit the TJ brand nicely. Are there plans for a season 2 of Jameson? Well, I don't know. Possibly, but I'm not sure. The save file is going to be in Discord. Get in. The save file is going to go in Discord for everyone who is a subscriber. So, that, in fact, you know what? Not everyone's a subscriber. The save file will go in Discord as normal in the community challenge. So everyone can take over season 2 from wherever myself and Steve have left it, which, of course, is League 1. So go and have a go at that. I'll pop that in there probably first thing tomorrow morning because I'm going to go to bed shortly. And if you're a subscriber via Twitch subs or Amazon Prime, then you get access to the save file, which is this save here. So you can help do some scouting for me because I'm going to need it. This is what we've got in terms of leagues loaded up as well, by the way, in case anyone's interested as to what the save looked like. Australia, Bulgaria, Canada, Croatia, Czech, Egypt, Finland, Iceland, Indonesia, Japan, Poland, Romania, Serbia, and South Korea. That's the start of the game. So that's where we are. And this is where we've become into the second division of Finnish football. It's good. It's fun. I like it. We've won 2 matches. So I feel as though we've earned something here. You know, getting there. There is definitely something we can do. And 2 more matches, then the league split. 6 more matches, then 5 matches, I should say. And then some recruitment to be done in November. And yeah, I think that'll be good. And then we're getting to season 2 where we actually start the full season. So we started 10 games in here, so we don't get the blame entirely. Yeah, Chicken Wings was just a local side we played against for a friendly. Great, innit? Absolutely great. Love it. United City, TJ, I want to say there'll be a load of love for the fact that Steve was great to do the streams with you, but I thought you did great in bringing him to our world. Great stuff from yourself. Kev, I love you. I love you so much. Thank you very much for that. Steve was brilliant. He loved playing FM. I think he's on board now. He's going to be on the podcast. We're recording that this week, so that's going to be great. He's going to talk about the experience and what he's learned from it, and whether he's going to continue, and you know who else plays and all that sort of stuff. So that's going to be cool. If we can get a second season out there, that'll be mint. We'll have to see. I would love it. I think Steve might love it, but it's just a case of timings and can we get it worked and all that sort of stuff. Maybe we make it a big community thing. I don't know. We'll have to work it out because we'll see. There's loads of things to talk about, loads of plans afoot as to what goes next. But yeah, I think ultimately we're happy with how it went, and hopefully people who watched it are happy with how it went and they enjoyed what they saw. The initial feedback seemed very positive from people, so that's good. That's what we like. But yeah, I think that's pretty much where we are for now. So let's have a little nosy about, see who is on, who's looking for a bit of a raid, and we can allow me to go to bed because I'm back at work tomorrow. So I've had the day off with the boys today. doing childcare, and that's been great. But yeah, stuff to do tomorrow. Let's see, we've got Bossy's doing British Steel Community Challenge. I mean, British Steel is grim. We do know about that. Is he still on or is he finished? No, I think he's just finished. So, have you got any suggestions? Let's have a nosy, shall we? Who else is about? Alright, there we go. Right. Someone's starting a new save. That's always a good one to go to, isn't it? Okay, go on. Right, jump in on the start of the brand new save. Frodank Baggies, we've seen him before. So, yeah, go give him some love. And appreciate you all. You've been in nice tonight, having a great time. It's been fantastic listening to you all and chatting away. Yeah, I'll see you Wednesday, everyone. Take care. Much love. Speak to you soon. Sleep well. Wednesday will come around soon. All the best, everyone. Bye now.